welcome. Haven't streamed for a while since the big long stream I did at Flip Out. I think many of you were at the competition that Matt ran for his birthday. Happy birthday, Matt, by the way. Many happy returns. Basically, the only game I can play is Attack from Mars, so yes, I've done a lot of streaming of Attack from Mars because all my other games are in the room there, folded up. So I'm just going to do my usual of checking that you can hear me. He says, Attack from Mars, so. Yep, okay, you can hear me, that's great. So normally I'm in my pool room, normally I'm in my pinball room, but that's been knocked down. Have a look on, hi John BSD, hi John Wolf. Have a look on youtube.com/NeilMcRae1 for a picture of my old pinball room being knocked down and some concrete being deployed. And now, so I've been streaming temporarily from inside the room next door here, in this room. But that room is, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. But that room is basically full of Tombstone pinball machines. And I nearly killed myself getting my Batman translate out so I could get George Gomez to sign it whilst he was in the UK. The good news is he did sign it, so I'm very happy. And here we are. So so hopefully the 5th of February they're delivering the new room, and the week after, I guess the 12th-ish, they're building it. And then I've got to do electrical, I've got to paint it and seal it and protect it. So I'm guessing, and then carpeting, lights, etc. I'm guessing end of Feb, beginning of March. Hopefully earlier than that, because I'm missing some of my games, like Walking Dead, Batman. I'm missing a lot because there's new code. Stern put a new code last week, which was great, and I was able to play that new code at the EAG show on Thursday rather, which is quite a good show, quite a good show for pinball machines, although it was a bit, it was very dead. In fact, I've been to busier funerals, or busier cemeteries. It was very dead, which is great, because it means I could play, I don't have to wait to play anything really. And a lot of good big Sega, a huge thing, Bandai, the raw thrill stuff, which is superb stuff. I really like that. Love to get, they've got a Pac-Man, this huge Pac-Man that also does Galaga. I would love to get one of them in the house, but I think they're like 20 grand or something nuts like that. Whether that expensive is beyond me, because the components are not that expensive, and they must be making 70% margin on it, I would guess, something like that. Anyway, Attack from Mars. We have the return of the topper cam, which hopefully will excite us all. I've also got saucer cam, and we're back on HDMI 1080p for the playfield. Flipper, I had this bizarre Wi-Fi issue that turned out to be a driver issue in Windows. All I had to do was delete the driver and hit submit, and it reloaded it and it fixed it. So bit of a weird one. I don't normally stream on Wi-Fi, although I am right now. I normally stream with Ethernet cable, just because Wi-Fi can be very variable, especially in a busy location. Where you got lots of people logged onto it. So we'll get around to it. I'm pleased to see that I have got a direct video again, so you're seeing exactly what comes out of the screen. Again, the guys at CGC did a fantastic job on the screen for this machine, and they are working on getting out from MR, and I met up with Doug Score when I was at the show. Great guy, Doug. It was great to see you. He did drop a hint on what they're doing on that and how they're doing it, and I'm sworn to secrecy. But the view I got from it was that upgrade to Medieval Madness with this screen is definitely coming. So that'll be my birthday present from the wife, or I think. So I'm going to say I struggle with this game a little bit. Normally, after a few weeks of having it, I've got a high score, and I haven't even got on the board. So I got close. I got 500 billion. I got 5 billion, but not enough. Not the 5.5. And then the other thing is the replay. When I got the game, it was 4.5 billion. It's a thing that Lyman codes where the game kind of adjusts itself depending on how you're playing. The fact that it's at 2.1, which I believe is the lowest, highlights that I'm rubbish at this game. This is a game that I think doesn't give you a lot of opportunities to score by luck. And you've really got to be a consistently good player. There is no big points opportunity like in Walking Dead. You can get a 2x and whack one shot and get like a 40 million point shot. There's nothing like that in this game, and that makes it. I think that makes it a lot harder in terms of scoring points. And also the other thing on this game at the moment, there's nothing I can do about it. So you will see some cheap drains. The game's not perfectly level. It's hard for me to do anything about it just because of where it is right now. So particularly out of the popper, it will probably go straight down the middle. It's not the game's fault, it's just not level. You'll see it on the balls that it's not level. So that'll probably irritate me a little bit, but as I say, there's not a lot I can do about it. And you know, this game you just got to keep the ball and keep hitting the saucers, and when you hit a saucer, it's a big risk because the ball bounces back pretty aggressively. Also, the flippers are on full power mode, so CGC have got a problem with the software on the game. Actually, the firmware on one of the chips. They're sending out new chips this week. In fact, I think they might have already sent them out. Apparently, that fixes. Basically, this game you can adjust the power of the flippers. In fact, you can adjust the power of anything. Maybe I'll give you a quick tour of it. So if I go through this, yeah. So you can change. You do. Change the emulation. How fast the lights move. Turn this flashing light off. I'm not. Yes, you can see that's going a bit slower. I think I'll put it on medium. And then you've got all sorts of controls on the lights. They're pretty much a default for me. Oops, I've just gone past it. Let me go back into it. You could change all the settings here. Unfortunately, we've been told to put it all back to default because there's some problem with software that's causing the boards to fry, which is a bit of an irritating. I think a couple of guys on the forum got it. Anyway, CGC discovered it. Unfortunately, it's a hardware fix, so they're sending out a little pick chip, which hopefully is not too hard to fit, given that I'm a bit of a klutz at doing this. But you can see it's hugely configurable. You can change every sort of setting on this, even the strobe light. You see it flashing there, and I've got it on max. I don't know what the dip switches do, so I'm not going to touch them. You can change stuff on the topper, and really the game is super adjustable, and that's all built into the emulation software that CGC have developed to play these games. Anyway, let's play a game.
This just in, reports are coming in from all over the world. The Earth is under attack. An attack from Mars!
The thing that doesn't really come across probably in the sound here is how good the music and sound is. The music particularly. The call outs and the sound effects clearly they've been resampled, but it feels to me like the music might be original and they've redone it somehow from the original bits, because it's just such high quality, and certainly on a regular AFM it doesn't sound anywhere near as good. I think partly also they got better speaker system and sound system than this, but anyway. So you'll see that quite often. It's not the game's fault, it's my fault. I haven't leveled it, and where it is going to be a real pain. I wasn't doing it. I was playing earlier. I wasn't doing it too often. That was just a double fault. And because the flippers are on full power, it means that when you hit it, it's. I think the default setting for this should probably be about 8 notches lower than what CGC have set it to. You can see the point of this game is to knock this force field down. And you can see on the little screen, and then kill the saucer. A bit like Medieval Madness, where you knock the gate down and then blow up the castle. Kind of similar, but also quite different.
Return to battle, soldier!
Yeah, you can see that's going to be really annoying. If you're watching, let me know if the video and the sound are okay, because it's really hard to know otherwise if it's not. I think there's a couple of folks watching, John BSD and John Wolf. If you let me know if the sound and video is okay, that would be a big help. Hopefully you can see how aggressive the ball is. Heading in this direction.
Every available
man.
We filmed an atomic blast.
You'll see I've got the live video out. Basically, you just need a decent encoder, like the Elgato ones and Alva Media ones are. So they're okay, but they're not very controllable. I've got a StarTech.com one, and you can set every setting on it, and it basically picks up the signal very easily and just displays it pretty much out of the box. Oh, that's gonna get what's the word? Irritating. Very quickly. We're on the Diet Coke tonight. Oh, whilst I just wanted to say UKIP ruling body unanimously backs vote of no confidence in idiot leader. They should vote no confidence for themselves. Anyway, I wanted to say a big thanks to the guys that put together the Twippy Awards, and it was great to get a mention, which really made my day. I'll listen. I didn't watch it live. I listened to it last night, and actually driving home, and it was fantastic to get a mention. So for those of you that voted for me, I'm really happy. I'm definitely not the best streamer or pinball player, but try and make it entertaining. The straight down the middle guys, if you don't watch their YouTube channel, more than their streams, they do more YouTube than streaming, I think. Check them out, they're quite funny. They cover a lot of bizarre machines, a lot of Lethal Weapon for some reason, But they did a great job at hosting the Twippies, and Tim also at Pinball Live got a mention, which was good, again deservedly, and then also the winner Jack, very well deserved. Well, that was very kind of it to give me that. For this, the goal is to hit all the jackpots. I have to say I've struggled with, even more so on full flipper power mode. I had this weird issue when it started where Twitch were just dumping all the frames I was sending to them, so it's green at the moment. I think Tim had a similar problem a few weeks ago. Anyway, yes, that was multi-ball, which I didn't capitalise on. It's very hard. You gotta have real accuracy in your shots to do well in it. Right. Wasn't a lot of Mr. Martian going either, I noticed. Sometimes he goes quiet for a while. I actually thought I'd broke him because I hadn't heard from him in a while. No, so that was a bad play for me. So yeah, you should see on the screen that there's these lights that indicate the force field, and when you take them down, the force field goes down, and then you have to whack the targets behind it to reduce the force field, the energy bar of the saucer. And when it's depleted, there's a drop target goes down, you land the ball in there, and that blows it up. That's kind of the big object of the game, and you want to do it 5 times, and then once more to attack Mars as well. Whoop. Lucky ball save. So I've now taken the force field out. Stroke of the lark. Oh, light extra ball. That's very good.
We will fight for Germany! We will build an atomic blaster! Destroy the saucer!
Destroy the saucer! There you go, saucer destroyed. You see the energy part depleting. See if we can pick up the extra ball, shall we? Oh.
Mamma mia!
I got the force field down, but lost the ball.
The Tower of Pisa!
Go, saucer number 2. So I watched Bowen's tutorial on this, and he basically says go for the saucers. So I've now got 2 extra balls. Hopefully I can pick them both up, but probably not my luck, I'll pick neither of them up.
Get the troops ready.
Get the troops ready. That was a scoop shot gone bad. Oh, come on, get in the freaking scoop. Times like this where I wish I... Ah! Oh dear. Tilt. That's kind of my average score, 1.5 billion. I'm not good at this game at all. I think that's why I bought it, because I like games that I find hard. And where you can't just be lucky. Batman 66 actually is very like that as well. You can't score points on luckily. You gotta play it. You gotta extract from it. Hi Hoodie, how you doing, man? Good to see you on. Oh. Hoodie, I think if you're the same guy that's on Pinball, I think you've got one of these games, haven't you? See, that's typical. Right, Martian attack is literally hit it back in. You see the Martians dance. They're pretty noisy because, again, I can't use the... that was terrible. I can't turn the power down on them. Normally I've got the power turned down, and that was a shocking game. I'm gonna like use this magical light. Forget that game ever happened.
Reports are coming in from all over the world. The Earth is under attack.
An attack from Mars! So yeah, those of you joined, I'm playing Attack from Mars. My name's Neil, and this is Domino Pinball from the Domino Arcade, which is my own little corner of the world, although the Domino Arcade currently consists of one playable game whilst I rebuild my arcade room, basically. Building a bigger one. Should hopefully be up and running by the end of next month. Those of you wondering, the game isn't level, and it's hard for me to level it right now. I don't have the right tools or things to do it, so it is a bit off. So you'll see it go straight down the middle from the scoop quite often. It's fine. Right, I got the force field down. Italia, Italia! You see the topper going. This is easily the best topper on any pinball machine. It is fantastic. I can't wait to see what the CGC guys do for their next game. Because I think they've got a bit of confidence after MMR and the FMR doing pretty well for them. It's not been completely without issue, but think they've handled it well.
Return to battle, soldiers.
My Medieval Madness is right next to the door. Tombstone. I might try and do a mobile camera on it. Start attack wave, that's great, it puts the force field down. Oh. Yeah, that is happening not because of the game's fault, it's my fault, the game is not level. It's tilting that way a little bit. A lot actually. You can see it when the ball comes down. When it comes out of the pop, I'm trying to bang the table on this side to try and get it. Ah! Nearly caught that. I'm always slightly nervous when no one's speaking in the chat room because often... Oh, hey! Hi guys, sorry I didn't see you. It's weird, so sorry those guys that have been, sorry the guys that have been saying hello, I get this weird issue on my iPad where I don't see the chat, and I kind of wondered if that was the problem, and it is. So I'm just going to kill Twitch on my iPad and restart it. It drives me nuts, this. Yeah, I agree with you. It's one of the best games, one of the nicest looking games ever. I am very, very happy with it. Who else have we got on? I missed Tim. Sorry, Tim, I didn't see you come on, mate. You're right, it is the terrible player as well. Chris, hi, nice to see you. Nice to see everyone that's there. Apologies, I didn't see you guys speaking. Let me just make sure this is working. Yeah, I think it's working on my iPad now. Sorry about that. I just yeah, the DMD on this is just staggering. And I don't know if you heard earlier on, Huday, but I saw Doug at there's a show in London where I saw Doug, and he kind of said something to me that I won't share, but what I took from it, and he didn't say it specifically, but what I took from it is I'm pretty sure that they're working and they're going to do the wide screen for Medieval Madness as an option, as a replacement. Oh, that was interesting. Nice airball. Because he said something that was made me think they were serious about it. I hope they do. Hey, Osric man, how you doing? Yeah, if they do a topper, that would be great as well. Although I'll take the widescreen. I've got a topper that I think PPS did it. It's not bad, but it's nice, but it's not like this one, which is phenomenal. Yeah, the topper on this is just, I mean, even you just know it's going to be good when the box arrives, and it's just like solid wooden box. Surprise attack. This is why this game, you need good aiming skills. I'm just not good enough at pinball for this. Fail, big fail. Rudy Soup! Hey Rudy, congratulations man, you got a mention at the Twippies. I was driving in my car listening to it and I was like, yay! And then all the guys, Anonymous, Buffalo guys, Jack, Tim got a mention as well at Pinball Live. It was awesome. The topper is amazing on this thing. So everyone knows this game is not leveled, which is why I keep spitting down the middle. For those of you who probably know, I'm building a new pinball room, so all my pinballs are in bizarre places at the moment. And I haven't had a chance to. This is the only one game I've got that I can play at the moment, and I haven't leveled it properly, which I will do hopefully soon. Leveling machines, it is a backbreaker. Yeah, you got a mention, Rudy. You should go listen to it. It's cool. I got a mention too, which was real. So people are voting for all of us, which is great. So congrats, mate. And the top three, I think were a deserved top three on just about all the categories. I'm not sure Dialed In deserved all the awards that it got, but it's fine. I think Batman was a better theme integration than Dialed In, but anyway. Basically, I think in every single... Yeah. I think in every single award, the top three were the right top three, if that makes sense. Which was really good. Right, when I get light extra ball, that usually happens, but not because of the machine. It's usually me, and then I usually can never hit the. It's like almost a magnet to avoid picking it up.
Save me!
I gotta hurry up.
You're my hero.
This game is hard. Woohoo! I love this. This is awesome. Poof. I think it's brilliant. I mean, it's from the get. I mean, this is like a 20-year-old animation, but the way they've just, modernized it is fantastic. Ooh. Here we go, Chocolat. Yeah, I find this game really hard. Well, multi-ball, I'll take that. This is a game where it's hard to, I think it's hard to be lucky on this game and score lots of points. You've got to really be able to play it. That's why I like it. Oh, that was annoying. I've never managed to complete the jackpot and get to the super. I've done it. I lit the super once, but I never actually got to it. Damn it! That was terrible. I don't know if they've completely sold out. The ones that came to the UK are sold out, but I don't know if they completely sold out. I think the way that they made them with doing the number match, I think made it hard to know what they've really sold. But I don't think they've made all the LEs. I mean, it's 1,000. It's quite a large number. It's not really limited. I kind of wish it was more 500 LEs, personally speaking. But it's fine. I'll take it. As long as they don't sell the topper separately, that would piss me off no end. Not that it's that big a deal, but it just means that, what you're paying for. But I think, to be honest with you, anyone who didn't cough up the extra few £100 for the LEs is crazy. What was it, $700? The difference, I think? I mean, for that topper, it's a no-brainer. Whoa. Yeah, 1,000 LEs. There we go. Attack! This would be really noisy because I've got on full power. That was irritating. Yeah, actually one of the things I need to do is get a recording with someone else's topper, because mine's is quite noisy. I don't know if it's normal or not. Let me know if there's any issues with the sound or the video, guys. I had this weird issue when I started where it was just dropping all the traffic.
Watch out, man. They got a big old engine. Look out, Marcy.
Attack! Go Martian multi-ball. Oh, that was a bitch.
You some ugly Martians.
Destroy those limited Martians.
This is me trying to cope with the fact that the game is not level.
Destroy the bleeding
Ah!
monster.
Wasn't a bad first ball from you, actually. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, I'm not one of these streamers that's great at pinball, like Jack or the Buffalo guys or Tim who does pinball live. I'm just an average Joe. That people usually book me into competitions for last place. Do you need a last place player? Phone me. It is the best topper ever, no doubt about it, man. I think it's going to raise the... I'm hoping, because it's so good and it's gone down so well, that Stern and other guys, Jersey Jack, you know, spend a bit of money on toppers as well. Stern have come close. I mean, it was ridiculous money, but the Ghostbusters topper I thought was not bad. They need, you know, they bit more effort into it. They could have a decent one out of that. Oh, for sure. My medieval really has been bulletproof. I've had it, you know, it's a two-year-old game now, and it's the only thing I've had to do it was. One thing I had to fix, what was it? Oh, it was a loose screw on one of the bulbs. Ah! Just wasn't paying attention. Well, this wasn't even, I don't know what this is, this was compared to a JJP machine, this is a relatively cheap machine. And the difference between the game with the topper and without was about $700, so if the topper is as good as this one, I'll pay this, I'm happy to pay the $700. What I'm not going to do is pay $500 for the topper on Ghostbusters. that was a scandal. I mean, it's good, but it's not $500 good. The Batman topper is pretty decent. Not the premium one, but the SLE one. That's pretty good. It's still not anywhere near as good as that, but you know, it's not bad either. I wasn't expecting that to do an orbit and come round there, and it cut me off. I was like, oh, what the hell? That freaked me out. It was almost like, oh shit, the ball! If you don't follow me, I'd really appreciate it. I normally don't give a shit about this stuff, but it counts on, I think, it counts how you get your info shared and displayed. So if you don't follow me, I appreciate the follow. I'll follow you back. And also, on, particularly on YouTube, where they've just changed the rules for the worst. If you subscribe to my channel on YouTube, it's just search for Neil McRae on YouTube, and you can see me. I pretty much all my streams I put up on YouTube, and a few other random things, pinball or technology related. Again, I'll follow you back. YouTube changed the rules for becoming a YouTube partner, and it does make a difference in terms of what you get from the coverage. Hey, sorry, Alice. Yeah, the colour DMD is awesome. So I managed to figure out how to pipe it straight in. So the screen's an HDMI screen. Actually, I think it's more a DVI screen, but it's a bit bizarre. And I tried plugging it in a while ago to one of my encoders, and it just wouldn't work. But then I got a bit of an analyzer and was having a look at what was going on, and figured out why it wouldn't display. So basically I bought a slightly better quality encoder, which could detect the refresh rate and the resolution, which is 1280 by 800, which is not a normal resolution. And because of that, I can pipe it straight in. So there's no catalog. There's no catalog going on. So there's no camera. Normally a streamer's point a camera, it's going straight to the laptop from the screen. And I basically put a whole bit of split. I put a splitter in so I can plug into it. I actually suggested to Doug that they think about making that a feature of the game, that where you can pipe out the sound and the video, especially the sound, because a lot of people play. It's really hard. I think it's quite hard to add headphones to this game, and I know there's a lot of people that like playing with headphones on. I do a bit of direct sound with Ghostbusters, so the sound's a bit better when I stream Ghostbusters because it's got a headphone jack. You can take the that was an interesting airball. That's going to go straight. There we go. This is going to be noisy. Sorry about the noise, but the CGC guys have got a bit of an issue with the machine. Oh, come on. That was a bitch. I'll just say hello to a few people. Chris Baslin, Fawns TV, Matty Mats, Moose, Sorry House, What's His Toes, Hooray, Zether and Zero, thanks for watching. Follow me on Appreciate and on YouTube. I don't spam anyone or send anything out. I'm not here to make any money. Just like to have a chat when we're playing pinball, really. I also have quite a few Williams games, early 80s games as cocktails. I got Robotron, Defender, Stargate as cocktails. Once my new room's built, I'm gonna do a bit of streaming of them. Although I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think Rod Stewart had some sort of throat thing. I don't know if it was cancer, but it basically changed the sound of his voice. He's still got a well, if you're a Rod Stewart fan, of course, he's still got a good voice, but it's at a different octave. I think it's lower or higher. I can't remember. I think it's lower. So some of the songs he used to sing, he can't sing anymore. But there's some songs he couldn't sing that he can now sing. Yeah, I've still got Batman 66. It's folded up. I was saying, what's his toes? I'm building it. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see a thing. Search for me, Neil McRae on YouTube. You'll see a video. I've got a pinball. I had a pinball room that was outside, kind of shed at the back of the house, and I'm knocking it down to build a bigger one because it would only take 6 machines and it was full up. So I'm building a new one that will take probably at peak it could take 30, but probably 20 comfortably, which is more than enough for anyone, especially one person. So my Batman 66 is folded up along. I don't know if I can show it. Let me see if I can show it. Can you see that? Not sure I can show it too easily. Basically, in this room here, let me see if I can repoint this a little bit. In this room here, I can't even open the door because the AFMR's in the way, but in this room here, there's Medieval Madness, there's Batman 66, Bride of Pinball, World Poker Tour, No Fear, Theatre Magic, Walking Dead, Ghostbusters, Batman 66, what's over in the corner? Oh, Monster Bash over in the corner. I've got a pool table in here and I've got some gym equipment. The room's mobbed, you can't get into it. Luckily though, I was able to, let's put that back. I was able to get my Batman translate out because George Gomez was in the UK and he signed the translite. Although I need to be careful when undoing my Batman now because I had to undo I've got straps on, I had to undo it, so it's kind of leaning against the seat that I've got in there. Hopefully it'll be alright. But it nearly killed me moving 6 games. Thanks Moose. Yeah, not bad. There's a couple of games I wouldn't mind adding to it, but I think everyone's got, everyone has that crutch to bear, where you're trying to have what games you like the most, but then when you want to play a game and you can't play, especially here in the UK, there's not very many places to play. There's really a couple of places to play games, and they're not that near to where I am. So luckily, there's quite a good community here where we've got quite a few people with good machines. And we go, a lot of competitions at people's houses, stuff like that. And it's really kind of, it was a great competition, the Robot Bash, that Greg Mott hosted. He's one of the top UK players. And he's got must be about 20 machines, really good collection, some very good games, really strong games for competition. Yeah, no, I'm yes, it should be good. I'm looking forward to it. There's a thread on Pinball Info about it. I must put one on Pinside as well at some point. But the hard part's done. So demolishing the old one was pretty hard actually. I thought I could do it myself, but I ended up having to get some professional guys in to help me. And then the other thing is I had to put a base of cement down, 9 meters by 7 meters, and the weather, it's winter here. It's winter here, so it's you know, the weather's, it's quite rainy. There was a bit of snow today, so I was a bit worried about putting the concrete down, but the guys did a phenomenal job. Put it down. What games am I after? I think that's a never-ending list, but on my list right now is Stern Star Trek, because I got really hooked on that game. I didn't like it at first, thought it was a bit iffy, because I'm not a big fan of the new Star Trek. I don't think it's as good as the old one. That's another debate story. So I wouldn't mind Stern Star Trek. I'll probably pick one up, a Pro second hand, because the price of them's coming down. I wouldn't mind a premium on that, because the laser thing on Klingon multi-ball is fantastic. I really like that. What other games? I'm actually after an old, early solid state game called Comet. Sorry, not Comet, Meteor. It's an old Stern game. I played it at Pinball. I think there's only about 2 of them in the UK. I wouldn't mind grabbing one of them. What other games? I'm trying to think. Got a bit of a hankering for an AC/DC now that I know how to play it. Matt Vince, one of the guys here, we run a club, Flip Out London. If you're in London, let me know. We've got this great new club that a bunch of us have got together. We've got about 30 machines in the club. Most of them are Matt's actually. She's very kind of him coming there. Actually, he taught me how to play AC/DC properly. I got quite into that. Game of Thrones, again, a game I didn't like, but no, it's funny when you know how to play a game, you suddenly like it more. So I've got a strategy for Game of Thrones that works for me, and where I can score points on it. I don't know it fully, and actually Chuck Ward, the STDM guy Chuck, he's done a great tutorial on it, along with Bowen, and you know, I've got a way of playing it. Really, I'd love a Meteor. It's kind of simple but addictive game. I played it. There was about 4 of them at Pinball. All of them were beautiful, and so I've been on the lookout for one. But there was one up for sale a few months ago. Actually, probably about a year ago. But I didn't know about it. I'd never seen the game before. But I really like it. I love the spinner and the fact you got to light, you know, all but one of the Meteor to get points on it. It was in the intergalactic pinball competition, and I got hooked on it. I think I played that game more than any other game at Pinball. Quite like Simpsons Pinball Party, Whitewater. Quite wouldn't mind one of them. Yeah, it's one of those games where I'm not a big Game of Thrones fan, so the theme doesn't do anything for me. But again, I was last year. I was at the Robot Bash, 2015 Robot Bash, 2016 Robot Bash, and Martin Aab, who runs Pinball News, he was in my group, and I watched what he did on GOT, and then I kind of just followed it, and I did alright. But then this year, I was in that. GOT was my last game, and I just played really well, and I got I think about 700 million, which for me is good. I won the round, and then I kind of know how to play now. And there's one in our club. There's a premium in our club, and actually I think the Pro for Game of Thrones is a good enough game. Actually, I don't even need the premium. I don't think it really adds much. and I really liked it. And actually, the one thing that I think that's really made a massive difference to it is the colour DMD for it. The guys who did that, I mean, what a piece of work. It's really a game that Stern should have had their LCD for, in my view. Here we go, multi-ball. TNG, I've got a TNG, it's in the garage. I love TNG. I think it's a great game. Come on. I think TNG is a great game. I think it's got more depth than people give it credit for. Right, let's try and get let's try and get a jackpot, shall we? Terrible. I've got the original. I've got the Data East Star Trek as well. I'm a bit of a Star Trek fan. I found a really nice Star Trek Data East, the 25th anniversary one. It was in a man cave. The guy was selling it second hand. Just checking you guys can see me. Oh. What happened? Have you lost me? Great. I think we had a bit of a blip there. Sorry folks, don't know what happened. I think Twitch are having some challenges, let's say, recently. Yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. Sorry about that. I did nothing here. And it's green on my, you've got this little thing on the thing, it's green. So, yeah, so, Star Trek, yeah, Next Generation, I love it, I think it's a great game. I'm a big Next Generation fan. I've also got, I don't know if you heard, but I've got, yeah, sorry about that, I don't know what happened. It's froze for me as well, but there's nothing, I didn't touch anything, so you check the machine. Yeah, it's weird, I don't know what happened. Sorry about that, guys, hopefully everyone got back on. It's a pain when that happens, because it's hard to, when you're playing, it's hard to notice it, but it hasn't dropped any frames since earlier on. Yeah, so I got a Star Trek Data East, and I found it, and this guy was selling it on eBay, and because of the theme, I thought, yeah, I'll have that, and I quite like the game. It's not a deep game, but I do like it, and I went to see it, and it was in phenomenal condition. I couldn't believe it. There was a bit of wear at the scoop hole. But the rest of it was beautiful, so I got it refurbed. A friend of mine, Martin at DOMINO Pinball, great guy. If you need any help with your machines here in the UK, he kind of fixed a few dings in the head and fixed a few other things. Ooh. Just in case anyone else is watching, refresh if video stopped. The game is in great condition, so and it only cost me about £1,000. The guy hadn't. We hadn't played it in ages, and then he was selling his house, so he didn't really want to move it. It's the same with my Star Trek. I got that. My Star Trek Next Generation, the guy was getting divorced, and he was in his man cave, and he barely played it. He had barely played it, and come on. in great, mate. Did have a bit of the early signs of battery acid damage, so I swapped the board for one of the replacement ones, which has been fine. Yeah, I'm going to probably stream for another 10 minutes or so, guys, and then it's my turn to make dinner. And I'm sure, as much as you guys like pinball, watching me make spaghetti is probably not on your agendas. So yeah, I mean, the other game that's on my list that I want to get is Total Nuclear Annihilation, which I think is a phenomenal game. It's not a deep game, but I think you and a few mates, I think it's brilliant for that. The sound on it, I think, is phenomenal. I love the sound on it, and it's, you know, it's low price. It's not a huge amount of money. I mean, the problem with here in the UK, the reason that's happened is because the game's not level. It's not the game. Yeah, Scott Dennis, I think, did a great job on it. The artwork's lovely, the lights. Yeah, it's a relatively straightforward game, but very addictive. Patrick Anonymous let us play his when we were in Florida. It's really kind of him, and both me and the wife are hooked on it. Just the music just really gets me. I think it's really, really cool. So that's also on my list. Oops. Okay. Right, one more game, and I'll probably call it a night, guys. Yeah, so TNA definitely on the list. I think that's probably the most stuff. Whitewater. Cactus Canyon, I think it's a great game. If that's the next remake, I'll be very happy. Although, you know, I've heard rumours that they've done a deal with Eric to do the Cactus Canyon continued, which would be great. But also hearing lots of rumours that it's Monster Bash. I've got a Monster Bash, and I probably would trade it for sell it and buy a remake, because I just think the remakes are so well made. Plus, there'll be a topper and a big screen. Oh, that's a good question. I think it's like asking me which of my children I like the most. I think I'm probably more of a MMR fan, actually. I think. But I've played that game for like a year and I love it. So it's a hard one to answer. I think they're both great games. And they're the same but different. I think you can get a bit more luckier on MMR. I think the comedy in both of them is great. And the quality of the machines are phenomenal. I think both. I mean, apart from this issue with the chip, and a couple of little build quality issues with the just seeing one. You know, I think these games are pretty well put together, especially when you consider a year ago there was no assembly line at they didn't have an assembly line at CGC. You've seen so many other pinball folks. Hey PV, how are you, man? Can you hear me? When you consider that they never had an assembly line, and you consider, you know, how long other folks took to put one together, or having, you know, thinking of Magic Girl and Predator and all that stuff, and even some others taken for a while. Although the original MMR took a while to come out, but I was lucky. I just managed to get one when they were in stock, on ILE. Anyway, do I think Monster Bash is good? I think it's. That's a really good question. I don't think it's as deep a game as AFM or MMR, but I think it's a great game. I love it, and people love it. I tell you, of all the games I've got, the three that get when I've got like family round or anything else, the three games that get played the most: Monster Bash, Ghostbusters, Theatre Magic. Those games get played far more than any else. People are queued up to play them. And most of my friends that come around to play, they're not pinball fans. So I mean, Monster Bash was kind of, I wasn't that keen on it at first but after playing it, I kind of like the music and the vibe of it, and again the comedy in it is pretty good. It's it's a simple game, although you see it still used in tournaments quite often. It's good. Yeah, no, I'm pleased with my. Actually, 2 years ago I didn't have any pinball machines. It's kind of a weird story that I used to play pinball 20 years ago, but then work and life, and then I was at an event. There's a bunch of pinball machines there, and started playing. I was like, oh yeah, I love this, and now I'm surrounded by them, and my wife's pulling her hair out. Although she likes them too. She likes No Fear. I've got a No Fear. She really likes that. She played it in Pinburg and got hooked on it. Anyway, listen, and Huda, you've got a great collection as well. I've seen some of the machines you've got. Phenomenal machines. So, guys, appreciate you tuning in. Probably live, either Friday nights or Sunday afternoons or UK time. This and all my other videos are on YouTube. Really appreciate if you follow me. I'll follow you back. I do this for a bit of fun, bit of chat whilst I play, rather than kind of playing with no one around. So if you've got a game that you want me to stream, let me know. Although, as I said, my machines are in the cupboard for a while until I get this room built, hopefully by the end of February. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it, and have a great one, folks, and keep watching all the great streamers: Rudy, the Buffalo guys, Jack on Dead Flip, the Moncrief Mafia. They're great guys. Pinball Live. Basically, anyone who streams, it's hard. It's fun when you get going, but you get a few blips. It can be quite difficult. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.